Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is year 2, day 49 for EDSS in the Realm Reborn. And last time, we started on the third of the Inspector Hildibrand mysteries by coming here to Costa del Sol to oversee an arranged marriage between a bride and groom where the bride has never been seen before and possesses a very rare piece of jewelry that the Phantom Thief that both Inspector Hildibrand and Inspector Briarden are trying to capture. So, after completing a very long first challenge, which allowed us to get an idea of the people we're dealing with and what we're up against, let's speak with Inspector Briarden to take on the next challenge entitled A Burst of Inspiration. Inspector Briarden would share with you his latest findings. And so let's see what the Inspector has to say. So Hildibrand has managed thus far not to destroy anything. Consider me almost resembling impressed. Indeed, but enough about Hildibrand. Edie and I have been waiting to hear your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and... An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Yes, that spot's just over there by that crest should suffice. There are places, but could we find somewhere more scenic? I am not here on vacation. I am here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have a conversation overheard. That junk-littered beach should be afford us some welcome privacy. Yes, Inspector. Privacy indeed. Bloody hells. Don't worry, Edie. I'll figure out some way to lead him clear of the bombs. Let's hope you can do that, Ellie. Well, thankfully there's no way that it can explode. Yet. But as the sun is beginning to set here in Costa del Sol, I fear for the Inspector. And that's saying a lot considering how condescending he is. Because yeah, remember that piece of driftwood from the last episode? Well, it's still there. As well as Nashu's bombs. Is it just me, or is there a bit of a chill in the air? Perhaps we should go somewhere a place warm? I, for one, will welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, this will not take long. If you insist, Inspector. Yeah, it hasn't triggered. It's still fine. Though the questioning of a blast blade attacked by a quarry, I have identified the 3 individuals most likely to be a thief in disguise. To wit, Morgan, Yonto Noto, and Neuenhardt. The 3 of us shall split up with each of us keeping watch over. Oh, are the 2 of you listening? Of course we are. Beg pardon, Inspector. You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you are right. I too feel a chill wind blowing in. Mayhap we should continue our conversation elsewhere. But there is no need. Wait here and I shall build us a fire. What? Methinks the Inspector has taken leave of her senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on this barren shore is infinitesimal. Here we are. These pieces of driftwood shut serve perfectly. And as fortune would have it, I just happen to have a flintstone on my person. Oh no! Yeah. Nashu, what's got you so excited? You know what will happen if he uses... if something goes wrong, right? Yeah, we're scared of the fire! There is no cause for alarm. 'Tis not blood that courses through the Inspector's range but ice. I could not fathom a series of events that will lead such a common composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch. Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record these words for posterity. Oh, are you serious? Now, shoot, couldn't we keep a better control on these things? What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Like, yeah, you two better stay away. Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Could this be another challenge from the Fiend? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Should we do something? Surely you jest, Inspector. It looks nothing like his usual card, see? Doubtless it's just the idle ravings of some madman. Yeah, we're just going along with it. Perhaps so, but we must exercise to caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. Like, oh man, my epitaph. Give up hope, he of many faces will last. It is not the lapis maiden alone that shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges, but there can be no doubt as to the sender. But what if this talk of another victim? The final page holds the answer, no doubt. The final page? Yeah, there were 3 of them. So, what, are you not gonna read it? Confounding Inspector Briarden will meet a fiery demise. Yeah, you're busted, not shoot. But he actually looks frightened. Yeah, it's like, I don't want this torch anymore. But yeah, it gets up in the air. Yeah, where do you think it's gonna end up landing? Suddenly the race is on. Yeah, gotta get Inspector Briarden out of the way. Meanwhile, we gotta stop the torch from landing the explosives. Oh, he looks like he's gonna fall short. Oh, through the hands. Uh-oh. Like, no! But yet somehow, the torch lands perfectly on his head. Like, is everything okay? Well, for now it is. But watch where you move there, Inspector. Yeah, we did it! Yeah, sigh of relief. Or so you would think. Ow. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. Yeah, we got coconuts strewn everywhere, and Inspector Hildibrand's clothes are tattered yet again. Well, at least Inspector Briarden wasn't harmed. You saw through that fiend's ruse, but how? Let's just call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? I hear ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for the wear. You have my gratitude. Hey, a compliment. That's actually quite impressive from you, Briarden. But shouldn't we be helping out Inspector Hildibrand? Hildibrand Mandeville, were you able to learn aught of the fiend who made this ignoble attempt at my life? I exhausted every effort, Inspector, yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent. I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm. I think Briarden and Ellie are having, perhaps, affection for each other? Vigilance, yes. Vigilance is the order of the day. Oh, Master Gigarumu. What in the name of the gods? Those teeth, those vegetables cost a fortune and they're ruined! Ruined! Agent of Inquiry. More like Agent of Injury and Incompetence. You are to replace the surprise that you destroyed before the banquet begins, or I will see the entire lot of you rot in jail! Yeah, it certainly didn't look good visually, did it? Well, while they're hashing things out between each other, we have more people to speak with. So, since we know that we have to replace the supplies, we have to go speak with the person who had the supplies originally replaced in the first place, and that's the Lapis Maiden's personal assistant, Leeuwenhart. Who should be over back. Seems a lot of people are standing by or near this main canopy here. Alright, Leeuwenhart, we need your help, man. Oh, you all decided to tag along? Wow, Inspector, you changed clothes fast. What was that turbo explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not. The fiend's artless attempt on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Master Gogoremu bids that the damaged ingredients be replaced with all speed. Good gods, this is no thief, this is a madman! As for replacing the ingredients, I fear that will prove a difficult task. Those crates contained imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days, what with the mandragores at large. Even if I were to place the order immediately, it would likely take days to arrive. The mandragores, I have heard of that fell band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rarest was an import from the Far East. I do not recall the name, but it very closely resembled the Eorzean dragon pepper, save for its color, which was a deep purple. Methinks you don't worry too much, Master Leeuwenhart. Our course of action is clear. We need only storm into the den of these overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers right back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary mandragores, but rather a bloodthirsty band of killers given suffocating flesh. Even the brass blades of Gerber proved unable to resist them. Wow, really? Oh, a formidable foe indeed. Were there only a brave soul in ambush with a warrant for taking on fearsome enemies with not a shred of concern for his own well-being. And suddenly everyone looks to the right. Your eyes, friend, they speak to me. They say, yes, I shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the Polar goods back to their rightful owner. You are truly a godsend adventurer. One Sudamol of the Yellow Jackets has been charged with the defending roads from the Mandragores. If anyone would have knowledge of their current whereabouts, it will be him. Without those ingredients, Master Gogoremu is like to cook me instead. Please, friend, you're my only hope. A gentleman would never let his comrade face danger alone. Let us await Limsa together. Yeah, we have to apparently go to L2 for this one. So, let's ask the ferry skipper to take us to Limsolmitsa. We are coming along at the cost of 40 gil. It's better than 309, and it will probably be a lot closer to where we intended to be. Alright, so we are heading up. Well, it's actually at the main Aetherite Plaza. Well then, let's just accelerate ourselves there. Yeah, I could have used the Aethernet shard, but this is much quicker. Yeah, I'm being lazy. But yeah, let's move it along here. Alright. Sundamal. If you come for the Mandragores, I fear you're half a bell too late, as we were blasted all. To hear the poor merchant tell it, no sooner had he opened his cargo hold to check on a shipment of vegetables than an onion turned on him, screeching bloody murder. Fled his own vessel in sheer terror, he did. By the time he came to his senses, it had set sail without him. The merchant left for Aleport, hoping to recoup his losses. If you've a mind to go after the culprits, you might lend an ear to hear his sad tale. Oh, is the thrill of the chase not invigorating, friend? The ferry docked by Fisherman's Bottom will carry us to Aleport. Let us be swiftly on our way. So yeah, we're actually going from a little bit of journey to a lot of it. Yeah, for the most part, it's been concentrated just in Costa del Sol, but now we are covering a lot of La Macea. So, off to Ailport. And this place has certainly proven to be quite a popular spot for us over the days of playing Realm Reborn. We've done a lot of things here, like going to take on the Siren, going to Pharaoh Sirius. We've also had to do some help with a investigation of another sort, a scientific one. So it's this tiny trader we have to speak to. Ah! Don't sneak up on me like that! I thought you were a feral turnip, a murder sig plane, or something like that! Think I jest, do ye? You'd be singing a different tune if a shot of tomato juice almost took out your eye as it did mine! My eye! By the time I regained me wits, they'd already set sail with me ship and my livelihood. I'm ruined! Ruined! If I never see a blood or bleeding onion till the enemy days, it'll be too soon! Well, hopefully we can alleviate his concerns by taking on the next challenge, entitled Seeds of Rebellion. The tiny trader would ask you to save the realm from a vegetal scourge. To hear most say it, the mandragores are a nasty lot. A right pain in the arse to farmers and provisioners the realm over. But let me tell you, friend, that ain't the least of it. Freeing their fellow fronts from our larders and tables is but the beginning. The bulbous blackguards have a far grander scheme. Revolution! Madness, you say? Take a ferry to the Isles of Umbra and see with your own eyes! A veritable vegetable kingdom where eggplants and turnips rule with an iron fist! This most mild fellow with a dim expression, I could have swear I've seen his face somewhere before. Buck me, if it ain't the undead overlord who fancies himself a gentleman inspector! Which would make you... could it be? The adventurer what bested the thief and duelist in single combat? Are you the one bested the duelist? Yeah, I am. Well, bugger me and call me inspector. Tell me, is it true the duelist traveled with a demon bird whose crow could split the heavens? But that's neither here nor there. Look, I don't know about you, but I ain't so keen on the notion of calling a bloody tomato, your grace. And that's exactly the fate we're in for if we don't nip this revolution in the bud. And I mean that literally. As we speak, the mandragores are planning themselves a whole army of their own kind on the Isles of Umbra. You'd be doing the whole realm a favor if you could go there and uproot them before the harvest comes. Many a case have I shoved in my day, but I've not much wish with sentient plant life before. This shall prove quite exhilarating. To the Isles of Umbra. Yeah, and if we're going to be getting in a fight, that means we're going to need to switch to battle gear. Okay, let's speak with the ferry skipper, who is going to be over here, actually. Yeah, we want to make sure we're going in the right direction. Hey, skipper, we want to go to Isles of Umbra. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we can find. Well, we've already found one of the mandragora buds. We have to pluck 3 of them. But be ready for combat if it warrants it, because we know there is actually going to be combat involved in this challenge. You feel a hostile gaze upon you. And that's only the beginning. So more are going to be one over here, one over here. So we're going to have to cross paths with this fate that's currently active. And I think we may have to actually deal with it. Can I get it from here? Well, the dead man's moan isn't moving. Do not turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Just to see my heart breaking. Ace of base. Anyway, it looks like I've been left alone. Button number 3. Yeah, we can hear some creepy music in the background. Sounds like we could be in trouble. You feel a hostile gaze upon you. So now we have to reclaim the stolen foodstuffs of the mandragoras. And since we're going to be dealing with multiples, let's summon my chocobo to help out with this fight. So, the items of interest are going to be over this way. Hopefully we won't draw in too many of the enemies, but we did find Hildibrand, once again beaten to a bloody pulp. Friend, my pursuit of the Mandra Gorge has led me beneath the surface. Yes, they must be down here. Somewhere. What's the challenge? Yes. The Mandragora is encountered. But where are they? A whole bunch of untranslatable symbols here. Whoa. You guys just swelled up. Well, let's see. Oh, why are you running away? Seriously? Yeah, what are you doing running away? Screw you. Well, at least we can fight you now. Oh, this certainly looks like we found the most elusive opponent first. If we can get rid of you first, then it'll make life a lot easier for me, I can assure you that. Crap. Too much AoE. Too much AoE. And you, Jester, certainly don't know when to stop. Alright, that's one down. Take on the king? Let's get the... Yeah! Permalock. Let's get the knight first. Yeah, these guys are confused. They don't know where to go next. Alright, now let's go after you. Yeah, just keep beating these guys up and just follow them wherever they go. Will this work? No. Because I'll likely take damage, and I do. Oh, Lance is taking a beating out here. Yeah, they're targeting my poor little chocobo. How dare you, stupid mandragoras. Focusing so much attention on my chocobo that you end up disrespecting me in the process. Alright, that's one down. Alright, I want to get some distance. And back in the fight. Now I'm back in the fight. Whoa. Stop running! Mystery waltz. I don't know what that is. Ugh. Oh, he's fortified his defenses. Oh, stop doing that. Too much crappy AoE. Where'd you go? Here you are. Yeah, you thought you could run from me? I don't think so. Oh, stupid. Out of my way! Hey, you want someone to pick on me. I'm the main antagonist here for you, lot. Teary twirl, huh? Well, you'll be crying tears once I'm done with you. There we go, now we're getting a little bit of progress done against this prince. Oh, and of course, he's invulnerable every time he moves. And look what he draws into. Look what he's drawn into. That praying mantis could have attacked me at a moment's notice. But I think he's intentionally going to stay away for no other reason than the fact that we're in the middle of this challenge. But man, you're not taking much damage so far. Well, there's a reason for that. You have vulnerability down. Right. Queen time. Hey, what do you mean not in range? Screw you. All in. That's not good. But we are getting you things down. Whoa. Screwing you on your pollen. Here, take this. Yeah. I've heard of God Save the Queen, but apparently, in this instance, considering that it's Reborn, it's God's Save the Queen. But no more. It's defeated. Take this, just stupid king. Hear them scream? The only thing you'll be screaming is bloody murder once I'm done with you. And You are no more. The Mandragores are defeated and victory is ours. The Mandragore is slain! Woohoo! So now we get a direct access to Costa del Sol as a result. Yeah, we'll help out Hildibrand later, but first, back to Costa del Sol. See you there, Hildibrand. But yes, that was quite a fun little challenge there. Good thing I had my chocobo to assist me, or else things could have taken a lot longer. Who knows, maybe I could have even failed once or twice. But it's time for us to go ahead and speak with Lewenhart and let him know that we have saved his goods. So, back over to Lewenhart. You return. I feared you might end up a tasty snack for a crazed head of cabbage. But, here you are. All restituted. Hopefully. The stolen foodstuffs! You've saved my hide today. Oh, but I must see if those purple dragon peppers are intact. Master Guguremu is quite particular about his seasonings. Oh, can I have come too? I've never seen a purple dragon pepper before. The wild vegetable chase was a pleasant diversion, but it is time we return to the cache. Now there must be some clue that yet eludes us. Cool! The peppers have changed color! Well, maybe they never did. What's this? Peppers that possess the same powers of disguise as our many-faced foe? A gentleman must needs investigate. Or maybe they're not the actual peppers you were looking for. A striking shade of blue. Quite far from the pepper that Master Lewen had described. Perhaps we covered the wrong crater. But look here, Inspector. The crate is clearly marked for Costa del Sol. How curious. Did I say purple? I meant a purplish blue, or bluish purple. The two colors are really quite similar when you think about it. These peppers have a most distinctive hue. No man could reasonably mistake it for any shade of purple. Which means... do we find... unless, of course, he was wearing a very particular sort of eyewear at that time. Yeah, Star Thief! This charade is up! After the man! As I suspected all along, the Gorgons have proved the key to cracking the case. With speed and shoe, the fiend must be brought to justice. Yeah, I will agree with that wholeheartedly. But is this how it's going to end? So he's going to be over that direction. Then we will give chase. I have to get into shallow enough water for my chocobo to walk around in it. Yeah, because my chocobo doesn't swim, apparently. And so, we give chase. Apparently, we now know who we're dealing with. So let's weave our way through here and find Lewenhart. Or what's left of him? Well, he certainly looks like he got beaten to a bloody pulp. So let's investigate this. I think we have found a dead body. You can run, but you cannot. Yeah, interrupted. Yeah, come on, ladies. If you thought you could outsprint this Mandible man, you were surely mistaken. For perforating a precious blade, threatening a maiden's virtue, and untold crimes against law-abiding citizens of Iosia, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby place you under arrest. But I don't think he can hear you. Don't need by a snipper, a fitting end for an ignoble thief. Let us see what lies behind the mask. He's still alive? No jump scare, huh? Yeah, we're looking at you. You have a lot of explaining to do. Where am I? Who are you? Yeah, like, you don't impress us. Playing the fool will avail you not. I suggest you come willingly. A gentleman is not given to violence, but should you come to resist, I disavow responsibility for any shattered skulls and broken bones. Well, wait, I remember now. I was on my way to meet with Miss Arabella when... Miss Arabella! I must find her at once! Oh, my head. Yeah, do you think you're gonna get far? Well, it would seem that this man wears no mask. This is the true Leuenhardt. I swear on my life that it is so. I was en route to the estate in Wineport when one of the brass blades on a patrol approached me. We exchanged greetings, and in the next instant he turned on me. I fought desperately to defend myself, even managing to drive a kitchen knife right into the man's right hand. In the end, though, he proved too strong for me. Now that you mention it, the imposter was wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. Well, good work on that, Nashu. Does that help you any, Briarden? There is still time before the banquet begins. Knowing our quarry, he has doubtless already assumed a new identity. And yet he could not have foreseen this turn of events. It is unlikely that he had the time to thoroughly research his new target. Most importantly, we now know that the thief suffered a wound to his right hand. We need simply return to Costa del Sol and examine the hands of all present. An excellent plan, Inspector. While you do so, we shall accompany Leuenhardt back to the state that we might ensure Miss Arabella's safety. Well, as we're talking it over, I think the Mandragoras may want revenge. I have found you, my little ones. Let me guess, you seethed with anger at those that took which one from you what was yours? Yeah, there's our doppelganger. They all nod in agreement. Then it will appear our goals are in accord. Make for Costa del Sol and wait my orders. When the time is right, revenge will be yours. And they all want it. And they're certainly not gonna be all that unwilling to get it. They'll definitely want their revenge. Yeah, they know who to target. Warrior of Light. Led by this guy. The game is afoot, inspectors. Yeah, they're the gloves. And now time for a change of disguise. But at least we know what we're up against. Yeah, go get him! And suddenly, the Mandragoras give chase. Now, what mask shall I wear to the ball? Well, we'll find out soon enough. So he ditches his old mask and goes to find a new one. So, we now have to actually go to Wineport to speak with Miss Arabella. So, let's go ahead and do that. So it looks like we'll get to cross paths with the lady-in-waiting right now. We'll finally get to see what this lady-in-waiting looks like. So there she is, standing on top of that bridge over there. And there she is. Yes, this is our lady of interest, so let's go ahead and speak with her. And I must say, she does look rather striking. Miss Arabella, what are you doing here? You must return to the estate at once. Oh, Lewin, always the worrier. Your concern is touching, but I'm a woman grown. Besides, I just wanted to see the flowers. Lovely though these flowers may be, they are as unsightly weeds when measured against your beauty. I am Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Please, call me Hildy. The pleasure's mine, my lord. Much I have heard of your deeds. Tell me, are these rumors of a many-faced thief true? I fear they are, Miss Arabella, but still your gentle heart, for as long as Hildibrand is on the case, the fiend shall not lay a twisted finger upon you. This I swear on the Mandeville name. The gods smile on me indeed, to send such a strong and handsome gentleman as my champion, and yet... You seem pensive, my lady. Is something the matter? To tell the truth, this match has been arranged against my wishes. I do not love Van. Why, I've not even met him. Yeah, it's something I mentioned at the end of the previous episode, that this is an arranged marriage. He sent me this clasp as a betrothal gift. A treasure for my treasure, wear it always, the message said. I do not care how beautiful it is. It might as well be a golden shackle. Miss Arabella, you must not say such things. An arranged marriage to a youth you have not even met. Unconscionable. Well, try telling that to people in the Middle East and India. Father says that this marriage must happen, for that is the future of the family trade. Spoken like a true Lord Don, but if I may be bold, my lady, would I be correct in assuming that you and your father are not related by blood? Quite so. Father found me amongst the beggars on Pearl Lane when I was just a babe. He took me in and raised me as his own. He took Lewin in as well, though a servant rather than son. You may think of father a cold and miserly man, but to me he is the man who gave me warmth and hope where I had none. I will learn to love Van, even if that will make my father happy. You cannot be serious, Miss Arabella. You are a beautiful young woman with your whole life ahead of you. Surely you would not have to look far to find a gentleman with whom you would rather spend the rest of your days. If I have to spend another hour with you, I'm like to lose my wits. But anyway, we should return to Costa del Sol and see how the inspector's investigation fares. I as well must prepare for the banquet. Farewell, friends. And so with that, we complete this challenge. And so now, the main event is close at hand. And so, we'll speak with Mr. Hildibrand to get the main event started next time. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will speak with Hildibrand, and then return to Costa del Sol to get the main event started in the hopes that we might be able to uncover the Phantom Thief. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.